Let's find out. My name is Ethan, and tonight we're skipping the tourist traps for a global tour of the world's most haunted places. From castles with royal ghosts to prisons where inmates may never have left, we'll explore the legends that made these places infamous. I'm not here to convince you, just to share stories and see if you get spooked along the way. These are the all-stars of the afterlife, the places that make even skeptics uneasy. So, grab your popcorn, turn down the lights, and join me on this journey into the unknown. Let's get this spectral show on the road. First up is the Tower of London, a fortress steeped in betrayal and bloodshed. Anne Boleyn's headless ghost is said to wander here, sometimes carrying her own head. The spirits of two young princes roam in their nightgowns. Guards report ghostly sentinels and even a phantom bear. Royalty or restless spirits, the tower's haunted reputation endures. Here, the past never truly dies. Next, we head to Philadelphia's Eastern State Penitentiary, the birthplace of solitary confinement. Designed to reform, it mostly drove inmates mad, leaving behind a legacy of misery. Visitors report whispers, shadowy figures, and wailing from empty cells, especially in cell block 12. One locksmith claimed to be surrounded by anguished spirits while working on a cell door. Haunted, or just haunted by history, Eastern State is a chilling stop. Now to Japan's Aokigahara Forest at the base of Mount Fuji. Dense, silent, and infamous for tragic endings, it's believed to be haunted by yurei, ghosts of those lost to despair. Visitors report screams, spectral figures, and an overwhelming sense of sorrow. Signs urge visitors to value their lives, but the forest's reputation persists. Aokigahara is a place where grief feels alive. Off to Venice, Italy, and the forbidden island of Poveglia. Once a plague quarantine, over 160,000 died here. Its soil is said to be half human ash. Later, a mental hospital brought tales of a mad doctor and tormented patients. Now abandoned, thrill-seekers report screams, shadowy figures, and the feeling of being watched. The bell tower, long silent, is said to toll on stormy nights. Poveglia is truly an island of the damned. In France's Loire Valley stands Château de Brissac, home to the Green Lady, Charlotte de Breze, said to have been murdered by her jealous husband. Her faceless ghost, clad in green, is seen in the tower room, her moans echoing through the halls. Guests have been startled awake by her wails. If you hear a mournful cry at night, it's Charlotte haunting her castle forever. In Rajasthan, India, Bangar Fort is so haunted, entry after sunset is illegal. Legends tell of a holy man's curse and a sorcerer's doomed love for Princess Ratnavati. Both stories end in destruction and restless spirits trapped within the ruins. Visitors report a sense of dread and being watched. Those who stay after dark are said to vanish. Bangar is a place where curses linger. In Long Beach, California, the RMS Queen Mary is a floating hotel and a paranormal hotspot. The engine room is haunted by a crewman crushed by a watertight door. Guests see him asking for a wrench before vanishing. The empty pool echoes with splashes and giggles from ghostly children. Stateroom B340 was so haunted it was closed for years. Lights flicker, phones ring with no caller, and guests feel unseen presences. A night on the Queen Mary is unforgettable, for all the right and wrong reasons. Edinburgh Castle, 9 centuries of war, royalty, and mystery. Its most famous ghost is a lost piper, sent into tunnels beneath the castle, never to return. His music is still heard today. The dungeons are known for cold spots and shadowy figures. In 2001, nearly half of volunteers reported unexplained events. With so much history, the castle is a paranormal magnet. Here, the past lingers in every stone. Edinburgh Castle is Scotland's haunted heart. In New South Wales, Australia, the Monte Cristo homestead is infamous for tragedy and hauntings. The Crawley family endured fatal accidents, mysterious deaths, and a reclusive matriarch whose spirit is said to haunt her old room. Visitors report icy chills, apparitions, and lights turning on and off. Ghost tours are common, and guests often leave with their own stories. Sometimes the scariest ghosts are found in family homes. Monte Cristo is proof. In the Canadian Rockies, the Fairmont Banff Springs Hotel is as haunted as it is grand. The ghost bride, who died on her wedding day, is seen gliding down the staircase and dancing alone in the ballroom. Sam Macaulay, the helpful bellman, still assists guests, then vanishes. Room 873 is sealed off after a family tragedy. Guests reported screams and bloody handprints. The hotel's ghostly legends are as enduring as its luxury. At Banff Springs, you might check in with more than your luggage. Gloucestershire's ancient Ram Inn is built on ley lines and a pagan burial ground. Its history includes witchcraft, murder, and ritual sacrifice. The former owner reported attacks by unseen forces and found evidence of dark rituals under the floorboards. Guests have been grabbed, pushed, and even levitated. The bishop's room is notorious for terrifying apparitions and crushing pressure. The inn is said to be a portal to darker realms. Enter at your own risk. In Louisiana, the Myrtles plantation is haunted by Chloe, an enslaved woman whose tragic story lingers. Her spirit, wearing a green turban, is seen wandering the grounds. The plantation is home to at least a dozen ghosts, including a haunted mirror with handprints and shadowy figures. Guests report phantom footsteps, a girl in white, and a crying baby. The Myrtles is where the Old South's ghosts refuse to rest. Its history is as chilling as its legends. Leap Castle in Ireland is infamous for its violent history and the terrifying elemental. The bloody chapel saw a priest murdered by his own brother. A secret dungeon was found filled with skeletons, and the stench of death still lingers. The elemental, a decaying, sulfurous creature, is said to be an ancient, malevolent spirit. The current owner coexists with the ghosts, but the castle's energy is heavy and dark. Leap Castle is a monument to centuries of violence. Enter if you dare. Hauska Castle, north of Prague, was built to seal a bottomless pit, believed to be a gateway to hell. Legend says demonic creatures crawled out at night and a prisoner lowered into the pit emerged aged and terrified. A chapel was built over the hole, its walls covered in bizarre, demonic frescoes. Visitors report scratching sounds, screams, and a faceless hooded figure. Hauska wasn't built for defense, but to contain something far worse. It's a fortress of fear. Near Mexico City, Isla de las Muñecas, the island of the dolls, is draped in hundreds of decaying dolls. Its caretaker, Don Julian, hung them to appease the spirit of a drowned girl. He became obsessed, collecting dolls for decades until he drowned in the same spot. Visitors claim the dolls whisper, move their heads, and laugh at night. The island is a disturbing tribute to grief and obsession. It's a nightmare come to life. In Fall River, Massachusetts, the Lizzie Borden house is now a bed and breakfast with a bloody past. Andrew and Abby Borden were murdered here. Lizzie was acquitted, but her legend endures. Guests report feeling someone lie beside them, hearing weeping, and seeing shadowy figures. Children's laughter echoes from the top floor, and poltergeist activity is common. Furniture moves, lights flicker, and the past refuses to rest. Whether Lizzie was guilty or not, the house is haunted by tragedy. Some scars never fade. London's Highgate Cemetery is a Gothic maze of tombs and legends. The most famous tale is the Highgate Vampire, a red-eyed apparition that sparked a media frenzy. Other ghosts include a shrouded figure and a woman searching for her murdered children. Visitors report cold spots, stopped watches, and disembodied voices. Highgate is where urban legend and eerie reality meet. The dead don't rest easy here. Singapore's Old Changi Hospital is a monument to wartime suffering and lingering spirits. Used as a torture chamber during Wu, it's haunted by the ghosts of prisoners and Japanese soldiers. Shadowy figures, screams, and a sense of dread haunt the abandoned halls. Paranormal investigators report apparitions and chilling encounters. The pain of the past is palpable. Old Changi is a scar that never healed. Buenos Aires' La Recoleta Cemetery is a city of ornate tombs and restless spirits. Rufina Cambaceres, buried alive by mistake, is said to wander, trying to escape her tomb. David Aleno, a gravedigger, haunts the cemetery, his keys jangling at night. Among the marble and statues, ghost stories are as grand as the mausoleums. La Recoleta is a place where the dead still have tales to tell. The city of the dead is never silent. Back at the Fairmont Banff Springs Hotel, room 873 is sealed after a family tragedy. Guests reported screams and bloody handprints. The hotel is filled with stories, a vanishing bartender, phantom music, and figures in period dress. Its size and history make it a magnet for ghost stories. Whether it's a murdered family or a jilted bride, there's a ghost for every occasion. Banff Springs is a luxury hotel with a haunted legacy. Some guests never check out. That's our tour of the world's most haunted places. From royal ghosts to cursed islands, history refuses to stay buried. Are these places truly haunted or just legends brought to life? Either way, their stories linger. Thanks for joining this global ghost hunt. Enjoyed the ride? Hit subscribe for more strange journeys. Share your ghost stories in the comments. I'll be reading with the lights on.